64% of Generation Xers aren't saving anything for retirement. Oh my goodness. That means they're not going to be able to retire. I'm a Generation Xer, so I found this. I had a nice little chuckle at this. Broke generation. 64% have stopped saving for retirement, says this study here. This on Zero Hedge by WRAL TechWire. Actually, make this bigger. I can't see it. 1,000 Gen Xers born between 1965 and 1980. And they said a staggering 56% said they had less than $100,000 saved for retirement, and 22% said they have yet to save a single cent for retirement. Do we actually have a link to this study? Interesting. The reasons for the lagging savings varied, with many citing poor economic conditions and back-breaking student debt as retirement roadblocks. Let's see. The reality is that Generation Xers are facing a retirement crisis. Unless they take action now, they won't be able to retire comfortably at all. And it clicks on this thing is just to talk about the Trinity study, 3 to 4% a year. 3 to 4% a year. Oh, so stupid. One of the main reasons why Gen Xers have yet to save enough for retirement is that they have faced several financial challenges. In fact, they talk about they bought their house. And they entered the workforce during the recession of the early 1990s, which made it difficult to secure stable jobs. That's stupid. They faced significant student loan debt, with the average amount owed being a whopping $43,000 per person. And Generation X holds 38% of the $1.63 trillion in federal student loan debt. They've been hit hard by the housing crisis, and many of them purchased a house at the market's peak in the early 2000s, and they couldn't refinance or sell it later. Okay, but that's literally 15 years ago. Right. Additionally, many Generation Xers have not taken advantage of retirement savings plans. According to the survey, 64% of Generation Xers are saving 10% or less of their monthly income for retirement. Experts recommend that workers save a minimum of 10 to 15%. Okay, well, you're saving more. We know that for a fact you're saving more than 10%. How? FICA taxes. 6.2 on your end, 6.2 on the employers. That's 12.4% right there. All right, we know that for a fact. I talked about that in my book. You can retire on Social Security. If you haven't got it yet, you do. Well, I talk about what retirement savings crisis. You are saving money for retirement. You are doing it, and your employer's doing it. It's stupid to say, but you don't have access to it. You have access when you hit 62, 65, 67, 70. Yes, you do. And it's the best annuity money can buy. Let's see. A large majority of Generation X is in debt. No matter what your yearly income could be, it's tough to devote any money to retirement savings when you have a huge amount of debt. That is the issue. When you have a huge amount of debt, 100%. It's almost like someone should write a book where the first chapter is debt is the enemy. Oh, I do that. Because if you're focused on paying down debt, you can't focus on other things. That's why the money is talked about in the Bible a lot, dude. Oh my goodness, it's just that simple. Don't take on debt. Try your best to get out of it. Certainly don't take on massive student loan debt. Why would you pay these woke student loan people or woke professors and whatnot to tell you about 57 flavors and go massive amount of debt? Don't do that. I hope the days are over that we're learning this. Look, college is a joke. It's a joke. And I talked about this with my wife today. It's like, dude, if you can get in University of Georgia for tuition free like my second is doing, that's great. But if you're paying $50,000 a year just to hear some woke propaganda, why would that's not worth? You're not learning anything. No one values this. No one says, "Oh my goodness, you have a degree from University of Georgia. You must be smart." No, it's even getting worse. It's absolutely insane to go into debt for that kind of education because it's not education. It's indoctrination. We all know this, dude. Crazy. Now, if you're going to be, I get it. If you're going to be a medical doctor, you have to have I get all that. However, for the vast majority of young men in particular, all this is just freaking trite. They're just trying to say, oh, man, you should be ashamed of your skin. You should be ashamed of your sex. You should be ashamed of being American. Screw all that. Tell these people to pound sand. All right, anyway, so no matter what your income is, let's see. When discussing what prevents them from helping their future selves, 80% surveys say they're paying some form of debt. 52% saying they had at least $10,000 in non-mortgage debt, typically credit card. Yeah. Tack on personal expenses. It's easy to see why these middle-aged Americans are far from career finish line. I don't know. Let's take a look, though. It's a hit to the growing economy. Restart of student loan payments to slash household spending by $15 billion every month. Every month. Barclays economist said the bank has published a piece detailed calculation of just how much disposable spending would shrink as a result of the student loan repayment starting up again. The bank estimates a potential aggregate of $15.8 billion a month. When I said debt is deflationary, well, there you go. $15 billion a month is going to be taken out of basically buying retail stuff, buying a new shirt, buying freaking Papa John's pizza, whatever. And it's going to go to paying back debt. Debt is deflationary. We have a huge amount of debt. That's deflationary is economy, without question. Now, I want to be clear. A lot of people think deflationary is a good thing. It means prices are going down. We had mass deflation in the Great Depression. Mass. The problem was you also had scarcity on top of that. That's the issue. And I'm telling you, man, this isn't just like, the price of this freaking calculator is going to go down because it's deflation. Some things go down, some things go up. It's still a matter of scarcity. Deflation leads to more scarcity. And more scarcity means it's harder and harder to attain these things you want, even if the price is potentially dropping. People think like deflation is like a good thing. Or I'm not deflation because I'm paying more for a pound of freaking bacon. Dude, people just don't get it. I'm telling you, man. Look at the Great Depression. Was it deflationary or was it inflationary? It was deflationary. Did you have access to more goods than you wanted and services? No, you did not. So even though the price of those goods and services are going down, you didn't have access to it. It's deflationary. That's just a fact, which is why people had breadlines. They didn't have enough access to food. Jobs were scarce. That's why FDR is saying, plow your fields. People were starving to death. Plow your fields. We got to get the price up. The way we get the price up is have less product available. So less product available made it more scarce. That would jump the price up. It didn't. It was deflationary. It's crazy, man. It's more than just, the price of something's going up or down. All right, let's keep reading here. This represents an 8% headwind to monthly personal income. 8% less income being used for disposable spending. And that means, what does that mean? What drives the economy? Personal consumption expenditures, PCE. 70% of GDP is from PCE. If 8% of PCE is being reduced because of student loan repayments, what is that going to do for PCE? It's going to drop it. What does that do for economic growth? It's going to drop it. Crazy, man. But hey, it's all good on the Bo Jiden train, man. Everybody just said yesterday, God save the Queen, man. Dude, how long? I mean, look, guys, it's insanity out there. We are living in an insane world. And I think the best way to escape the insane world is to recognize it's insane. And just do your best to say, these people are nuts. Nothing I can do about it. And just try to pay off your debt. Because I'm telling you, pay off your debt, pay off your debt, pay off your debt. You can get by on Social Security. But they'll take away Social Security. I don't know if they want a revolution, I suppose. But they're not taking away Social Security. You can get by on Social Security. Remember, if you're paying, if part of your expenditures includes debt service, and that debt services falls away, like it will in retirement, then inherently your expenditures will drop significantly because debt service is gone. Love your thoughts. We'll see you. Oh, don't forget, if you want to subscribe to my email list is in the doobly-doo. If videos like this help you, buy me a cup of coffee down below. That's in the doobly-doo as well. All right, see you.